In this lesson, I'm going to show you how to add upsells to your products that you're selling. So in the restaurant case, this is extremely useful. For example, if someone is selling a cheeseburger, if your restaurant's selling a cheeseburger and you want to upsell somebody with French fries, that's totally possible within Chatfuel. Of course, I don't know what monster of a restaurant would charge extra for fries, but assuming that's the case, let's get started. So let's create a new group down here, diverging a little bit from the idea that this is solely a pizzeria. And let's call this upsell, just for demonstrational purposes. Let's create a new block, and let's say we want to call this, we'll just call this upsell again, the name of the block. Not that it's relevant. And so let's create a gallery card with a cheeseburger. Now, I haven't resized these images correctly, so we'll see if they work properly or not. Okay, so here's a great example, a better example than I used earlier of why standardizing and resizing your photos are important, because as you can see here, no matter how I do it, the cheeseburger is not going to fit completely in the gallery image. So it's going to look awkward that it's cut off a little bit, but it's a good learning experience nonetheless. So here we have the cheeseburger. I'm not going to complicate this with any user attributes or retargeting or anything like that, but let's just call this cheeseburger. Nothing fancy. And let's charge $7.50 for the cheeseburger. So everything looks good. And now what we can do to upsell is, just like we did earlier with the thank you message after a user buys, we will redirect them to a block, and we'll call the block fries upsell. So now, again, this will only happen if somebody actually completes the purchase. So after purchase, assuming somebody completes it, we're going to redirect them to the block fries upsell. So we'll go to this block and edit it. And here, let's still display a thank you message to show our gratitude. So thank you for ordering a cheeseburger. And then let's also add the upsell here. So what we'll do, add a gallery, just like we did earlier, and upload an image, and we'll add an image of the fries here. Again, the resizing won't be accurate likely. Well, it actually worked. So now we have the fries here. They look delicious, and let's type in fries. Again, keeping things simple, nothing fancy. And then here, let's charge $5. And there we go. Cool. So what we have now here is just a very simple sales funnel, assuming that people can access this block from the quick replies on the main page, which right now they can't. So just for demonstrational purposes, I will show you how to do that. You just add simply another quick reply button, add the first block that we want the users to access. Well, this is actually the name first, then the block. So we'll add upsell, because first we want them to get to the cheeseburger, and then upsell only if they purchase it. So here, users can now access the upsell. And again, realistically, this is for demonstration purposes. We wouldn't type upsell to make it obvious to the user. So they click on the upsell block. It redirects them over here. So there's the cheeseburger option here. Then if they purchase it, they get redirected to the fries. Thank you for ordering a cheeseburger. Then if you need to, you could add something more creative, like a thing of French fries is necessary for all cheeseburgers. It's the perfect combination in the world. If you don't buy it, you're missing out on the best experience in life. You're missing out on the American way of life. Something corny like that, but hopefully better, since you're better marketers than I am. At any rate, that's how to program or set up a basic upsell. And of course, if you wanted to at the end, with the fries, you could also redirect to, say, another block, and on that block, you thank them, etc. And of course, what I taught you in the last lesson still applies. You can set up user attributes. So if you wanted to, you could set up a user attribute here and call a variable upsell and say no. And then on the page here, you could say upsell for the variable or the user attribute name, and then yes. So you could do very creative retargeting with that as well. So again, that's how to set up a basic upsell. This applies not just to the restaurant industry, but pretty much every other industry out there.